Your records are now open. Okay, so swirling, what I was seeing as I was saying all that was swirling blue and purple, raining down on you, but it's gentle. Um, I'm supposed to compare it to confetti, but it's bigger than confetti. It's almost like gift tissue or like the crepe paper streamers that have been like cut up into little strips is how I'm seeing the color raining down. The purple continues to be the cosmic activations of remembrance, these solar light codes that are encoded, and it's not even just solar. Yes, it is coming. It is being filtered through Soul, our sun, but the encodement activation envelope packets that you are receiving as Teresa are from beyond the realm as we know it or as we can conceptualize it. And so there are activations coming from the great beyond. We will call it the great beyond. Other galaxies, other universes, and all filters into this world, and then through the sun that we call soul. This is important as somebody who is holding keys and encodements as a living fractal of source mother energy. The blue is very much like the blue that you have aligned with on social media. So they're showing me like your Twitter profile, the blue of your like profile picture or avatar. The purple implies sovereignty, as it always does when we, as the Akash, show this color to Sarah. Sovereignty, power, choosing to receive one's sovereignty and power and purpose, choosing to walk the hard road of true soul initiation, adepthood, and mastery. Choosing to stay in the hard and not dissociate and leave is your current calling. The blue is the frequency resonant signature essence of your soul or of this part of your soul's expression. Calling on the signature of blue, the energetic tone, resonance is important. It will assist in grounding, being present in the body, whether the body feels at ease or not as easeful. Connecting with the water, the land, and the sky all together are going to be the most helpful tips we have for grounding at this time. You are being asked not to leave this body as you yourself chose to come into it. And now the Akash is swirling, it's spinning fast. So like I'm seeing lots of fragments of images and being shown lots of things very quickly. This is the interconnected weaving of all that is that you are part of, that you are weaving. I'm seeing you as at a loom, weaving at a loom. I'm seeing you functioning as like the spider archetype that I work with so closely in the Akash. I'm seeing you quilting, seeing you as an old woman quilting all of this rendering of consciousness, of realities, of worlds, of dimensions, of localities, of multi-cosmos weaving. I'm seeing you as a queen a queen in another realm, another planet, in which your subjects are treated very well, and you don't think of them as subjects. You think of yourself as somebody who's been asked to lead, and so you lead well. I'm seeing you as source split, and you being chosen or selected as a piece that would remember more, that could retain more, that could direct more in all of these many incarnations. Wolf is present, connecting with, so Wolf is present in your Akashic record and in your like energetic location, energy field. White Wolf, I'm not sure if he's come to any of your other session work that we've done. White Wolf, very, very brilliant blue eyes that fade, like they'll be blue when I look once and then they'll kind of fade back into black or brown. Very powerful archetypal power animal energy that is being offered as supportive and loving guidance. The Akash is suggesting that we remove the phrase that is being offered is an energetic tapeworm that is wrapped up, kind of like, it's very odd the way they're showing me this overlay. It's like tied around your waist, but the waist of all of the bodies that you are, as well as like interwoven and mixed up inside the colon or the GI organs. Of course, now this is energetic, but anytime there's an energetic parasite present, I'm always led to recommend a gentle, natural parasite cleanse. Diatomaceous earth is the one that is usually offered as a gentle one that you can easily titrate up and start really small so that you don't have Herxheimer. This energetic parasite has been implanting thoughts and ideas from and through the lower astral. It was not the same as the egregore, the thought form that we found and have released, but it was working in tandem to perpetuate it and grow it. So now we're going to untie this from around your waist and unweave it from inside the gut organs. So I'm doing that now. You should feel a little bit of a lessening, a lightening in that region. It's like a whitish pink, a really, really yucky, slimy color. You might want to, I'm seeing it's being suggested that you pat your heart space right now while I'm finishing removing this. Oh, okay. That the eggs for that were transmitted via your mother in utero, and it's grown and grown and grown. It feels like it's been in a, what would we say, like an overdrive growth process here in the last several months. So that is gone, and it is going up and away for to be reconstituted into benevolent neutral energy out of this realm. The hawk we mentioned earlier, or seagull, the large seagull, and now we also have a very large brown hawk are escorting that away. So back to the Akashic reading. Thank you, Akash. They often have me stop. I'm just settling into the space. Today, the inside of your part of the Akash is they're very specific here, a Herkimer diamond. So it's very, very clarified, clear quartz that comes from that place, I think in New York State. And it is cut, it's cut, like a gem or in crystal type points. So depending on which way we perceive, we're seeing things from multi angles. There's the soul contract. The Akasha is suggesting that you close. There's 3, in fact. that it's being suggested you consider closing with an unnamed individual that we can talk about off recording. I'm seeing that right now, these being open or potential in the quantum may be adding to your sense of unease and being in the wrong place, wrong time. The Akash isn't showing exactly how the energy strands of that are working, but are very clear that closing these and coming into, wants me to say that closing these doesn't mean that this person wouldn't still be in your life or couldn't be in your life. You could make a new soul contract of friendship or commitment, or even just acquaintance, even just an acquaintance sort of a contract. So that's being offered as this individual has been part of a perpetuation of feeling that you're in the wrong place at the wrong time in a few different lifetimes. So this is coming up as a weird karmic pattern that's asking for your attention in just setting a boundary. And because your energy field is so big, this individual picks up on your energy field from many miles away. He is to be surrounded with love, and you're always to send loving kindness. And maybe there's a way to become friends or some other configuration. But right now, they're telling me the quantum potentiality is directing too much of your subconscious energetic focus elsewhere. So that feels important. I'd like to ask the Akash and any helping spirits, ancestors, soul family, masters of the Akash, if we could have a little bit of insight on the current issue with Teresa's sleep. She's sleeping lightly, very lightly, not getting enough deep sleep, waking up feeling very achy and in pain, and not rested. They just rolled out a red carpet. Sleep hygiene is to be prioritized, and understand that right now the world is being hit with, as in you're a recipient of, very intense solar and cosmic light that we were referencing earlier. Oftentimes, given the tumultuous energy related to the shifting of human consciousness that is occurring on ancient future Tara Earth, that we are in the process of co-creating with Gaia right now, this tumultuous energy, for those who are sensitive, is resulting in sleep disruption. We suggest that you bring this down into matter with a very, very, they're saying strict, but not strict like, oh, you've been naughty, like a strict sleep hygiene routine. And then be very gracious, so much grace and gentle with yourself if you ensure you take these steps. Limiting EMF is going to be a big one. I'm seeing unplugging Wi-Fi at a certain time each night, maybe making sure the phone's in another room, whatever. You're very EMF sensitive, as I am, as a lot of people are. But what they're showing me is making sure you have a plan, a schedule, bringing it down into matter, into form. And then even if you have a night of disrupted sleep, being very gracious with yourself because of the amount of energy and light that is coming into the world, and in particular you, given your level of capacity to hold these energies. What I am seeing that the Akash is suggesting is potentially intending, it's like you're in a weird gray liminal space. So you're not sleeping deeply, but you're not fully waking up either. And what the Akash is recommending is start weaving intention that you get, even if there needs to be a period of wakefulness, that you get a nice solid chunk of deep sleep. And then if you wake up at 3 a.m. and you're awake for 2 or 3 hours, you attend to whatever is presenting energetically that may be asking for your attention. So sometimes when we wake up, there's collective energy work that may be being requested. And I'm seeing that you have been able to like fight the wake up, and instead let's shift it to, if my attention is needed in a conscious state, I will give that, and then I want to go back to sleep and have restorative rest. They're recommending valerian. So if you're not taking valerian, I'm seeing as that has an energetic signature that could be helpful for you specifically. It's gentle, making sure that your body is feeling as at ease as you can create for it. I'm seeing taking a bath if you can in the evening before bed can be a way to better pull the many aspects of yourself that are here present in this body or in this energy field together a bit more cohesively in the body. Now, your son is here in his like warrior angel form, and I'm just kind of settling into his energy so we can receive what he may want to share with us. And he's giggling or like chuckled because like he said last time, he's not just your son. That was the configuration this time, but he is one of a certain aspects of soul that can function in a divine counterpart capacity for and with you in a multitude of incarnations. And so divine counterpart relationships can wind up showing up multiple times in one life in different ways, or he's just saying any number of configurations, and she knows this. You are doing significant work with him in the dream state, in the other realms. I'm seeing you kind of in your matching, so the version of you that sort of is equivalent to his like warrior angel. It is important to consciously agree to engage in the work that is required here on earth that correlates to work that you're doing in the dream state or the other worlds and realms when your physical body is asleep. I'm seeing that there might be a hesitancy, a subconscious hesitancy on your part for some of this. There is a faction of divergent, some would call them fallen angels. I'm going to use the word divergent because we've all come down into matter. Divergent as in they are no longer living to serve others, to serve the collective, to serve and to act in love. This is a group that is fairly nefarious and does retain some a measure like a deeper, greater measure of power than a lot of what we would think of as like demonic or whatever. They've retained.
Are they looking like a form of gray? Like a kind of like a gray alien?
Yeah, so here's what they do is they can look kind of like a gray, and that's more like their true form, but they can morph or mask into what we would think of as like a dark angel. And that's probably an image that they are presenting to a lot of people in this
Yeah, they have
reality.
like a really sharp head and big eyes. Like when I see them in my dreams, it's like I vibrate out.
Yes, I feel like this is who a lot of who and what the Akash says, a lot of who and what you are dealing with in the sleep state, and to also have grace for yourself because it's a lot what you and like maybe your team are navigating through is fairly intense.
Yeah.
And so that is some of why you're not waking up feeling super rested, is because you're fighting or engaging in intense energetics during that sleep state. But we are weaving in and requesting Akashic healing and guidance to allow for periods of deeper, more cohesive sleep so that your body isn't hurting so much and you're not feeling unrested and miserable in this waking reality. Um, there is something that goes on with the very subtle cellular processes in people that are holding this immense energy as you are, that requires a different mineral balance. In fact, I need on any given day usually about double the amount of sodium that would be recommended for somebody my age. When I was running, they're showing me I needed 3 times the amount, and I was drinking salt water constantly and salting the food so heavily that other people in the house complained. But it's because of the energetic capacity that we are working with, and the way that that can more quickly deplete certain electrolytes, minerals, and like they're showing me cells. And I don't remember all of the right words, but it's like stuff about cellular structure and needing to support fascia, cellular structure, metabolism, methylation, and so on. I hope that that's helpful.
It is.
Oh, let's see. I'm just going to sit here for a minute. You are still over there in the liquid plasma love light bath that we started earlier, the crystalline plasma. Um, is there any more information before we need to close? Release guilt and shame. That's really coming up. Release the guilt that you're not normal, that you're not the same, that you're not like anybody else. And understand, remember that you chose this life of rapid, accelerated collation, and you are doing it, and you are doing it well. You are love. So while you yet preach and share love with everybody else, sometimes you forget that you are living love. And that love in all of its expressions is perfect and whole and good and true and right. And just because you don't express as love the way somebody else might, doesn't mean that there's not room for all of it. And your love is sorely needed in this world.